I think that one of the main problems we have in this part of our world when it comes to agriculture is that a lot of us take it as a light thing that you do when you don't want to go to the gym and want to do aerobics and exercise. Just get a small garden and put something in there and then use that as a routine for exercise. And some also think that, well, I have a piece of land close by, I don't have any intentions for it, I might as well just plant something and then go and sleep and hope that I'll wake up one day and I have enough harvest that can do wonders. It won't happen like that. So the first thing we need to have at the back of our mind is that when you are into agribusiness, agriculture, farming, whatever it is that revolves around agriculture, you are doing it because you are convinced that it is capable of bringing you some income or bringing you some revenue. So the very first thing you need to do is have a change of mindset. Extremely important, because if you've not put your mind to it that what you are doing, you are not just doing it for the sake of doing it, but you are doing it because at the end of the day, at the end of the harvest cycle, you want to make some income out of that particular venture that you have put yourself into it. So once you tune your mind, or once you begin to refocus your mind to the fact that what you are doing is not child's play, but it is something that you can reap benefits from, and it is something that can help you sustain for yourself a certain stream of income. So that's the first thing you need to have at the back of your mind. Now, once you have it at the back of your mind that this is a business, this is something very serious. If you read the statistics, the prospects of farming, we have been trumpeting it over the past years. But how come we're not able to reap of it? And the good news too is that young people are moving into that area. And that brings us a lot of hope, because several years ago, or many years ago, the assumption was that farming was for the old people, those who have gone on pension and all that. But it is refreshing to know that there's a breed of younger people who are interested in farming. So you need to get that understanding that once you are looking at it as a business, then it is important for you to invest as much as you can into what you are doing to ensure that you're able to make some revenue. Now, the second thing I'll talk about is that you need to also take into consideration what you are investing, your money, your investment. Don't just do it casually. Oh, I have some leftover from the past year, I just want to put it into farming. You need to take account of the finances with which you are investing into the business. If you put in 1,000 cedis, 2,000 cedis, my brother mentioned about something you have to pay 300. Somebody thought it was for free, but it may not be for free. So all the investments you are putting into the farming, or you are putting into the agribusiness, you need to make sure you are recording, or you are taking cognizance of all the investment you are doing into it. Because if you don't take it into consideration and just do it casually, when it comes to the end of the harvest cycle, you run at a loss, because you're unable to compute what you put in, and then you're not able to track what you are taking out of it, and you're unable to decide or find out whether you made profit or you made losses. So the second thing you need to do is that you need to keep your eye on your finances. Any single thing you put into the business, please make sure you are recording it and you are taking note of it, so that at the end of the day you can do your balancing to ensure whether you are making progress or you are retrogressing. And I think that's also very important. The other thing too is that you need to invest in technology. This is what we have got into in the world. We can never go back. Technology has come to stay. So instead of doing the usual casual manual work that involves a lot of labor, you should be thinking about how you can invest technology into it. I think one of our speakers was talking about irrigation and then timers. So you don't have to necessarily be there every single day to do the watering. If you have invested in technology, you are able to set up systems and structures that would help you amplify the efforts you are putting into the business. So don't be tech phobia and think that, oh, as for farming, it is just cutlass, hoe, and then those crude implements. Things are changing rapidly on a daily basis. There are new technologies that are coming or evolving that you can actually invest into that. So please keep it at the back of your mind. Look for technology that you can invest into what it is you are doing. It is a very good way of ensuring that your investment doesn't go to waste. So technology is important. Invest technology into what you are doing. No matter how small it is, there should be a certain element of technology involved in what you are doing. Because if you constantly rely on manual work and manpower, at a point you'll be overwhelmed, especially when your business starts to experience rapid growth and expansion. So you need to invest in technology so that at the end of the day, you are not left behind. The other thing I'll speak about is the fact that you need to also train, or as it were, you need to hire skilled people to do the work with you. Don't assume that once somebody is there doing anything, you can just involve the person into farming. Or you have a cousin somewhere who's been home for the past 25 years, and you think that now that you are doing farming, let me bring him to come and do the farming for me. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about the sheer show of strength, but there should be a certain level of knowledge and expertise that the person brings to the table. So if the person is doing anything with regards to what you've planted or what you are doing, the person is using knowledge. The person is not just applying physical strength by force, by thunder, by fire. No. The person has to operate with a certain level of knowledge and expertise. So after hiring people to help you do the work, you need to invest in training those people. You need to invest in bringing in experts to give them that knowledge, that requisite capacity that will allow them to be able to function very well in the farm or in that particular agribusiness that you're involved in. So make sure that you are not just recruiting anybody. Don't think that it is only the corporate bodies that will have to interview people, look at CVs, and it's also important in agribusiness. The people you are employing, you should know a bit about them, know about their background, know a bit about the expertise or the knowledge they are bringing to the table. Because if you don't do it that way and you leave anything and everything to chance, you may not be able to make significant progress. So please invest in the people you are hiring to do the work, so that at the end of the day, you can get return on the investment. The other thing I'll talk about before I hand over the microphone is that you need to also monitor and analyze data. You should be data driven in the decisions you are making and the choices you are making. If you are going in for plant A or going in for seed B, you should gather as much information as you can about that particular seed. You can speak to your agronomist wherever you are buying the seeds from. You can look at the statistics, look at the rates at which some of these seeds at the end of the day brings you that return on your investment. Don't just go in blindly and buy the seeds and buy the irrigation kit and all that. Follow data. What it means is that even if you don't have that headspace to understand, I am sure the businesses you are interfacing with or the suppliers you are going to, if you are able to tell them that yes, you need to understand what it is you are buying, they are more than happy to explain. They are more than happy to give you the statistics and the data, so that you don't buy it and take it to your farm and later you come back and they tell you that there's no return policy here. Once you bought it, it is gone. That is it. So please be data driven, and then also build relationships with your suppliers. Build very good relationship with your suppliers, because at the end of the day, it's an ecosystem. Everybody in that ecosystem plays a part in the success of your agribusiness. So don't just buy and then leave it at that. Build a relationship with the people you are buying from, the people that are supplying the case to you, the people that are supplying the fertilizers. Build a very good relationship with them, so that at any point in time, you can pick up a phone and actually get free consultation. I'm not saying you can charge them, but the point is that if you build very good relationships, you can always leverage on the relationships and get some solutions to some of the pertinent problems that you are faced with. So invest in a relationship with your suppliers. An event like this is a very great ground for you. Come and interact and then pick up contacts and then try and build your network, because the farming ecosystem is like that. You cannot win in isolation. You need to be able to build that requisite network that will allow you to be able to maximize what it is you are going through. So for example, if there's a particular disease or something that is plaguing your farm, for all you know, another farmer has gone through the same thing and has gathered a lot of experience and can share with you. But if you are not part of the network, how then are you able to assess some of these things? All right, I don't want to drag the conversation, but these few things that I've brought to your attention, these are things you should be thinking about, because look, in the next 10, maybe 5-10 years, you shouldn't just be doing casual farming for the sake of doing casual farming. You should be able to gain revenue out of it, and you can invest that revenue back into your business and expand your businesses. There are some of you may have to work on partnerships to be able to even access funding. And for information, there's a lot of funding in the agri space. But if you're not well organized, if you're not well structured, if you have not put your systems in place, you cannot just get up and receive the funding. So all these things are important. As you are paying attention to the technical part of your business, keep an eye on the money part, keep an eye on the finances, keep an eye on the systems you are running, because at the end of the day, you have what it takes to be able to lift that business to the next level. Thankfully, social media is here to help us. The internet has made the world a very small space. So once you are doing a great job, you can always use the power of the internet to be able to market your produce, market the things that you are producing, so that at the end of the day, you can build that system that would ensure that your goods don't go to waste or your products don't go to waste.